some special guests over the course of the closing ceremonies. One person I want to introduce to you has been a huge supporter of Halcon for years, and you may have seen him in the background. You can't miss him. Wei Mason is the councillor for District 7 in Halifax.
Hi everybody. Thanks, all right. Slide. We said we'd do that if the clicker didn't work. Slide. Slide. Okay, well I can go through the formal part first. So let me begin by saying, giving our deep thanks to the Mi'kmaq people. We are gathered today in the Escagawage district of Mi'kmaq, and we are very grateful. It's my great pleasure to bring greetings to you on behalf of our mayor, Mike Savage, and my colleagues at the Regional Council. So welcome, bienvenue, Falche, Jalasi, and Kapla to those who I understand we recently established an all-women Klingon assault group in Halifax, so congratulations to those ladies. It's very impressive. I'd like to thank you all so much for this being, I think it's safe to say, the most successful and amazing Halcon ever. All right? Yeah, there we go. So I was really excited when Jennifer emailed me about coming to talk to you about why I think Halcon is so important to Halifax. I was and am excited because as a nerd myself, who attended the faithful Halcon 10 at the Weston back in 1984, which many of you may not have heard of because it was the last one for about 20 years, I think that the return and success of Halcon is a huge and important part of what makes this city great. There are three things that make Halcon super important to me. It encouraged creative, open, and sharing community that is safe for everyone to express themselves. It shows Halifax is a destination or a center for this kind of creativity, and it helps us it shows all of us the kind of society that we can and should want Halifax and the world to be. So this is a place where folks like Olivia, Amelia, and Samantha, who I went up to and introduced myself to in front of City Hall on Friday, can come in from Brookside into the city and they can celebrate their fandom. It's a place where Go and Gavin can be celebrated as the bloodthirsty aliens they are. It's where we celebrate our best and brightest, where our own New York Times top seller, Kate Leff, who has come to international acclaim, can proudly be here representing at her hometown's convention. It's that kind of thing. It's so great to have a wonderful, safe, and respecting environment. But Halcon's not alone. Halcon, I find fall is the best time of year in Halifax. It starts with the film festival, it goes through the jazz bands roaming the streets during Nocturne. My own event, I used to be involved with Halifax Pop Explosion, so to the volunteers and staff here, the management team, I know how tired you are right now. And it ends each fall with Halcon. Halcon is where we have a creative, inspiring, artistic, and weird thing happening. And I think it's important we talk about weird. In Austin, Texas, they coined this phrase 2 decades ago, let's keep Austin weird. I think we should steal that ruthlessly. I think that it's really important. Love from manga to video games, fantasy to sci-fi, steampunk to Game of Thrones, and even crazy things like geeks versus nerds. And I thought Apollo wanted me to say he's the sexiest guy at the con, but all he bribed me with was a keychain, so I said no. Finally, Halcon. But finally, I want to really drive home that Halcon is about being a caring community. It's the center of a caring community. That's us being weird. I'm one behind. There we go. So even back in the day in 1984, it was the Dalhousie Doctor Who Society that took me in so I could sleep in their suite at the West End when I was 14 years old. It was an associate professor at Dalhousie who talked to my parents on the phone. It was a landline, so it was really complicated. And said, it's okay, I'm not a weird person. It's okay, if you want to talk to my wife, he'll be safe here. It's all about people like that working to create a safe and awesome environment where we can all express ourselves. It's about people like the people on stage here working so hard so you could all enjoy the weekend. Let's give them a hand. But it's more than that. It's about thinking about how we can raise money to make our community a better place, how we can work all the time through our expressing ourselves through our fandoms. For example, every year we Browncoats gather and we watch Serenity and we raise money for a charity 10 years after our beloved film cratered at the box office. But we're still doing it and raising money because it matters. So why do we do it? Why do we care? We care because through your fandom, through your dedication and your vision, you help to imagine the world as a better world. Halcon celebrates Halifax and the world at its best. A place where there are no limits except our imagination, the kind of world that we want to live in. So thank you so much for being here this weekend. Thank you so much to the fantastic organizers and volunteers at Halcon. It's been a great weekend. See you in, 363 days, was it, Jennifer? Thank you.
There should be more slides coming up. We have some hopeful help because our brains are extremely mush at the end of it. But as Wei said, you guys are doing an awesome job helping us create what we want Halifax to be, which is a safe place. So thanks. Yeah. I wanted to next say thanks to all of our sponsors. Without these guys, it just would not be possible. Wait, hang on a sec. We're good. We're doing that. There we go. Hey! I'm sorry, I didn't know my script. So above and beyond, Eastlink has saved our lives every year and just invested so much in Halifax and Halcon and bringing you guys free Wi-Fi and helping us do Doctor Who Live and a whole bunch of really cool things this weekend. So as our presenting sponsor for the first time, thank you, Eastlink. Give me the volume on my mic, so I'm not sure how good they are, but no, they're awesome. They're freaking awesome. These guys made everything work all weekend. And really spectacular. They've been with us since we started, so give them props for sticking around. You guys would have also heard our ads on Live 105. Rock Release supported our merchandise downstairs for the first time you saw them in-house with all the awesome shirts, the helping print stuff. And the City of Halifax gave us a grant that helps make our tickets cheaper and stay strong. So thank you to all of these key sponsors. Actually, one of our sponsors in particular wanted to join us at the closing ceremonies for 2 seconds. They're around somewhere. They wanted to pull a ticket for a draw that they've been running. Where'd they go? They're there. Hi, guys. This is Nero Harmonia. They've been doing LARP demos all weekend for you.
So we're going to draw 3. The first one is for our season pass. Don't worry, we've shuffled well and accepted several bribes. The first one is for Joey. Who gave us an actual address instead of an email address, Oh, we have a phone number though. So number 326433. Not sure if she's here. We'll give him a call. Yeah. So.
Hey, Joey.
So number 2. I don't want that one. Cole Porter is actually one of our members, so. Swear it wasn't rigged. And the last one. Tony Ann Sanford?
He didn't take my bribe.
You're gonna phone number for that one.
Guys in the back, can I get your help going to the previous slide with the numbers of all the things? There we go. Jason, who's behind the scenes a lot, can really elaborate on exactly how much work it takes, because he was the one who actually managed to stay on his time tracker the whole year.
Close, not the whole year. I gave up eventually. Yeah, for the most part, the board has had similar hours across the board, and that is 50 to 60 hours a month that each of us puts in to bring you Halcon. Pretty much from 2 weeks after it happened. As you can see, including the planning committee who puts in about 20 to 30, 40 hours a week themselves, once you have the time up, it's a considerable amount of time for 1 year. It's 1,128 working days.
24-hour days.
24-hour days. Oh, that's even bigger. Holy shit. Numbers are scary when you look at them. Do we really work that much? No wonder we don't have time for anything else.
So I just really wanted to address and say thank you. Part of the hours included in that are all the hours of all of our volunteers that are lined up along the edge supporting us right till the very last second. So give them thank you. All of these guys here, all over there, all over and all the gaming that's still upstairs. That was fun. This is these guys. It's amazing what they do. All right, we're going to have to skip past the slide that we totally went out of order on. So I'd like to ask Leanne and Travers, our fantastic duo on the end, to help us explain exactly what they do in the course of a year, because I don't think 36 is enough to describe what they do.
During the run of a year, between community events and the special promotions where people contact me and say, hey, we're doing this, can you bring people in costume? We have done approximately 36 events this year, and I think I might even have missed some. And out of those 36 events we've done, a third of them had to do with charities like Mad Canada, Kids Help Phone, Make-A-Wish, Children's Wish, the Canadian Cancer Society, Canadian Blood Services, everything you see there, and I possibly could even have missed a couple. So, you know, we're out there, we're putting out Halcon's name, but we're also doing it to help charity and help raise money for other, organizations besides the two that we mainly help support. And we wouldn't be able to do that without the help of my special promotions team, which are my Halcon's Amazing Super Friends. So, I'd like you guys to stand up, wave, take a bow, so everybody sees who you are. And we'd also like to thank the creator of our new Nelson 2.0, who you see there on the end, as well as everybody that got together this weekend to help put him out so everybody could see the new fancy design that we now have.
Right, and so with this Halcon being done, we're back doing events again, and we'll touch on that later. And basically we do go year round, and we've also got to thank our specific community events team. And I'm thinking of people that work with us just as much throughout the year as we ever do. Our community events team really is 12 months of the year as well. We have to thank them as well.
Somewhere with our board and our committee. I just wanted to bring that up. I think it's next. Nope. All right, this is Jody. Sorry, I didn't have this right.
So, did you guys take some pictures?
Woo!
It would be awesome if you would share them using that hashtag Halcon 2014. Don't put the dash in, it breaks it. So share your photos. We have, obviously, some of you may have seen our Facebook group. Share on that. We have 6,600 people or something on that right now.
No. There we go. Okay, so, we would like to hit 7,000 by like next week sometime. So if you can like tell any of your friends who aren't on our group yet to join, that would be great. Because like we're one of the largest kind of groups in
Of our genre.
yeah, of our
Anyway.
genre, like all in this area. Like even some of the bigger cons don't even have like 7,000 people. It's ridiculous.
But we want your real friends because we reject we look at each person that.
Yeah, I actually approve every single. If you go on the side of the list, you'll see like new. You click on that, you'll see my name approving everyone. You guys have no idea how many spam bots try to join our group. It is. Oh my god! I have to click on every one of them and see if they're real. Going their past. Terrible. Anyway, invite your friends, and I will let them in. Yes.
Yes.
No, seriously.
Every single
she
person,
just-
he has to look and make sure you're a real person.
She just asked if I'm Facebook stalking everyone. Absolutely. If you are on Facebook, I have seen your profile at one point. Yes.
And some of you need to work on your privacy settings. We're also apparently have we got our online survey ready to go? That's going. It's on. I don't have the URL for that. Tomorrow we're going to actually have the URL for you and we'll share it all over social media. We have a little survey that we'd like you guys to fill out to kind of let us know about your experience, so things that we can improve and things we did really awesome, because we like to hear those too. It makes us happy. A lot happy. Did you want to? I just want to thank my communications team. I kind of have the marketing, communications, and press all smushed together, and you guys were awesome and made my life so easy this year. It was great. I didn't have to run around near so much. Thank you.
There we go. So we missed a couple names, but this is our convention volunteer list for this year, which is that's unreal. It's friggin' unreal. There's over 300 people that volunteer their time over the weekend with the exchange of only a t-shirt, hugs, and like a stale sandwich. So yeah, thank you guys so much. There's over 300 people. It's absolutely incredible. And a lot of these guys keep coming back even after last year, which was less than ideal. But yeah, so these guys keep coming back and they make it really, really great.
Because you drugged the sandwiches and we need a fix.
Well, he's not coming back. Yeah, he's still not coming back. We got the next one. So here's just names of us. You already know who we are, but our planning committee doesn't get enough credit for all the work that they do, which is unreal. We've told you some hours, but I want to make sure that the names are recognized. So you guys noticed that the lines were pretty cool this year, right? They moved really quick, right? Which is awesome. All right, so would you believe that there's one person that makes all the ticket things happen and all the lines happen?
Check it, rounds on that guy.
And when all of you had all of your ticket transfers, one guy.
Tag those guys, I guess. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank all the teams that were for me all year, especially the gaming team who brought you all the great games up on the third floor. Can you hear it for the gaming team? I also have the evening coordination team. So Marion is back there working with Sound System Plus, part of the team. So you can give her a round of applause too. We already thanked Matt. He's part of my registration team. So let's hear from Matt again. Woo! The volunteer team, the people that control and help manage all 300 volunteers are here as well, right up in the center. Where's Lexi Harden? Leave her be, she's shy. She'll run away. And last but definitely not least, my venue team that led the the vendor floors, first and second floors. I'd like to thank them as well if they're here. Can you hear it for the vendor team? Also going to throw a shout out for the finance team who's probably still downstairs counting money to make sure that everything went fine this weekend, that we can have Halcon again next year.
I'd like to thank both my web team and my design team, who have been great this year. They saved me many hours of staying up super late, which I did do some. But no, like it's been a dream this year, and we were able to do a lot of things that we really wanted to switch up this year, including some of the design. You know, it's like some of the things have like these sexy dots on them. Anyway, we revamped a lot of our processes this year, and it allowed us to kind of make a lot of nice, pretty things, like in season. It looks so nice. Yeah, I would really like to thank them. They've been fantastic.
And now that you can actually see the names of my press team, right there. These people saved my bacon this weekend repeatedly. I didn't even have to use social media this weekend. Woo! Somebody else did it for me. It was all kinds of awesome. I got a couple out of touch. And took pictures and shared them. And my photo team, which is Trevor, and Trevor has it.
One guy, right there.
So, and then the other Yes, that's just for impact. Just wait.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm going. All right.
We're a little out of order. The slides are kind of a surprise.
That's totally my fault because we did this about 15 minutes ago.
How long have you been?
We had a con to run.
That's 5 minutes.
I've been trying to do 20 minutes of work for like 7 hours. Yeah, it's all good. It's totally worth it. I want to say special thanks to my guest team that kept everyone that attended, that you came for, really happy this weekend. The guest team was phenomenal. What's really amazing to me is that while we're still a kind of a young show, we've only been here for 5 years, which is still cool to us, by the way. It's 5 years. Some of the guests that have come through that do like hundreds of shows every other year, they've said that we're one of the most organized and like tight run ships and the best fan friendly convention that they've been to in forever. So that's all you. And I also want to say special thanks to my sponsor team, and this is the first year we've ever had a sponsor team, which saved my butt a whole bunch of times. And we've got Sam in the back running double duty for her. Yeah, there she is. The whole team is incredible. So thank you very, very much to all of them. Sorry. Joni wanted me to say extra special thanks. Where's my PA? Where's Courtney? Where'd you go? She's behind the stage? She's behind the stage! Ah, come on. I can embarrass her a little bit. Come on in. Where's Baron? Baron's over there too. There she is. These lovely ladies have looked after Joni and I all weekend, fetching us coffee, giving us warm love, and like making sure we're happy so that we can do our things all weekend.
Fed me
And not only that, Courtney's taking care of more of us than Jen's letting on. She's taken care of me several times, and she's gotten Travis. By that I mean the Monster Energy drinks. Listen, people, I know GVM is just up and just.
thank you very much to the special two of you guys. You can go backstage.
You're awesome.
And I wanted to make sure that the special projects got addressed. They take on all the really random little things during the year that we don't know exactly what a team is for, but they always take on the awesome stuff and make it extra good. But there's the auction team. I wanted to make sure that we mentioned Amy, and we're going to ask her to share some results from the live and the silent auction. Woo!
We raised a grand total at this point of $7,175. So that's going 50-50 between the IWK and Kids Halcon. And I really wanted to say a huge, wonderful, big, warm hug thank you to all the fantastic people who donated huge amounts of stuff. Like, that quilt just rocked my world. So yeah, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who donated, and yes, I'm collecting for next year. Thank you.
Can we get the next one up? All right, these are things you want to take note of. These dates are for next year. This is official. It's happening again. It's happening on Halloween. You might want to work on your costumes. This is not like we have any costumes here. Seriously, I got a chance to go to some other conventions the last couple of years, and I've got to say, without being completely biased, we still have more costumes at Halcon than I've ever seen anywhere else. It's not like you have one costume, I keep bringing new ones every day. It's unbelievable. So I can barely sew on a button. I'm really impressed by you guys. Cool. Yeah, we're not done. We're almost done. We're getting there. Oh man, that's so pixelated. Look at that. Ooh, that was awesome. Do that again.
I just want to point out that is so pixelated. That is ridiculous. That makes me like cringe inside.
Alright, so what are we talking about with this? Well, you guys are so good to bring us your suggestions and your fandoms and introduce us to a ton of new stuff that we've never seen before. So out of the suggestions that you gave us this year, we actually were able to bring in Mark Shepard. And we brought up Johnny and Bosch. So, in a little bit, I'm going to ask you for some suggestions for next year. If you put them on Facebook now, I'm totally not going to look at them. But they're all pretty good suggestions, so I just want to let you know we are going to be looking for your suggestions and then compiling info and grabbing some names that you suggested to bring to Halcon for you guys.
And remember, we have a budget.
All right, we could do Nathan Fillion if you guys are cool with doing it outside. And just a bullhorn. Is that cool? We could do Nathan Fillion with Grand Parade with a bullhorn or something? Probably not. I don't think you're good for it. Okay, cool. That's what that is. Okay, so
Oh, I guess it's me.
you should do that one. It's pretty cool.
Scotia Event Center, what's that? Oh, the formerly labeled Metro Center. So wouldn't it be cool if we kind of made the third floor reach the Metro Center? So yeah, that's what we're going to do. In 2015, we're going to put the vendors